we have, through some miracle, been able to dock our 2 Duna craft in orbit around Duna. So we have all 3 of our intrepid explorers connected in one craft. Now obviously we can't land like this. What I'm thinking is this here is going to become a satellite, a communication satellite around Duna. And this is obviously our lander. So my plan is to transfer all the fuel out of here into here. So, except it's not going to be out of there. It's going to be... Oh yeah, no, we'll put it in there for now. We're going to transfer all the fuel from these into these, and transfer all the food and resources, and then dump all that lot off as extra weight, and then just leave this as a satellite. No, okay. Now, importantly, what we need to do is transfer the resources that this rescue mission, this resupply mission was intended to bring in the first place, which is this food, water, oxygen, waste, etc. So in, and we'll take the waste out. Oh, it's done. Okay, so we have transferred the life support. That's not a lot of life support though, is it? It's a shame I can't transfer all of this onto here. I wonder if I could, like, no, I can't. It would be nice to be able to bring this down to the planet as well, so that they've got food down there. But that's just, I think that's just going to be impractical. Yeah, I really didn't design this very well, because it doesn't have enough resources. I mean, they've got enough now to last them 827 days with 3 crew. No, they haven't, have they? Because that's going to include some of that. Right, I think what we need to do is we need to transfer Bob Kerman into the... this way, Bob. Into the lander. Board. There we go. Okay, so all 3 of them are now in here. This holds some stuff as well, doesn't it? Can we transfer in? Yeah, food in, water in, oxygen in. Waste into that one, waste water and carbon dioxide into that one. There we go, so that's the pod sorted as well now. Is there anything else we can use this for? No. So my plan now is to decouple those engines, and that gives us a better idea of what we actually have on board here. We have 261 days of resources available there. This here is going to become a shuttle, so we need to activate these. Hopefully, oh good, they're not running into anything. Activate. Activate. So that is talking to Trident 8B. One of these hopefully will be talking, there you go, direct to mission control. And then this one will be talking to active vessel. So this can hopefully serve as a bit of a relay station between us and mission control at various intervals from this point on. Should we leave the lights on or should we turn the lights off? I think we'll turn the lights off. It's got its solar panels out, so that's fine. And then we are just going to undock it. Where is it? Undock. And we'll back ourselves away. And there we go. We now have a kind of satellite in orbit around Duna. With its debris satellite along with it. Now, so that I don't make the same mistake I made when I was docking with the space station last time, I'm going to move myself right out of the way before I have a look at doing any burn manoeuvre. So there we go, we are drifting away now. And I'm going to start not observing the materials bay. I'm going to first of all close our docking port. And I'm going to start activating these. One for mission control. One with no target currently. And one attempting to communicate with Trident B. And this one, we will set its target to the Duna Apollo 4. So hopefully it can communicate with the Duna Apollo 4. Well, it definitely can communicate with the Duna Apollo 4. At some point we would like it to be able to communicate home. I'm hoping that those dishes that we have brought with us are good enough. I don't know how far away Kerbin is from us. 13,000 meters, so 13 billion meters, and we are at, where's Duna? 19 billion meters. So that's what, 3 billion meters? No, 6 billion meters. I'm not sure what the range on these dishes is. I believe it was something like 30 billion meters or something crazy like that. Don't know. But there we go. We have as much fuel as we're going to get. We are ready to attempt this landing on Duna. While we are here, let us pick up what science we can. We will do a crew report here. 35 science, keep. We'll do a quick EVA report with Bill. EVA report, 56 science. In space high over Duna. In you get. And shall we do one of the mystery goos? What will it give us? 70 or 21 if we transmit it. I think that's going to be worth more on our way into Duna. Can't take two though, can we? No, we'll keep that one. We'll keep that one. Take that with us. And we'll see how we do with that. So, now we are going to want to head to, where are we going to want to head to? Probably our periapsis, and then we will burn our apoapsis down nearer to Duna, then do the reverse of that to bring our periapsis down, and then we will start to enter the atmosphere. So we are going to head round now to our periapsis. What? Oh, it's doing that again. Our electric charges should not be depleted, because we have solar panels. We've got our lights off. How about we turn our SAS off? No, we're going to need to deactivate one of these. Okay, so let's deactivate... That one's trying to talk to mission control. We won't deactivate that. That's the Duna Apollo one, so we'll deactivate this one. Why is our electric charge not recharging? Let's turn to face directly towards the sun, I think. There we go, that's better. So this thing's pretty power hungry. We need all these solar panels just to survive, by the looks of things. Turn the RCS off. Let's not waste our RCS fuel. We do need, however, to speed up. So good, we can do that. I believe it was 10,000, wasn't it, that we could get to. 100 times, 1,000 times, 10,000 times. Here we go. Right, so we are near our periapsis. Let's point ourselves retrograde, and we will burn to bring down our apoapsis. The atmosphere is at 50,000, right? So, well, let's see how far our fuel will get us. Coming down to 500,000. I'm thinking if we stop at 100,000, then we can do a burn at the new periapsis. There we go, 92, close enough. And then we'll do a burn at the new periapsis, and that should allow us to do a burn into the atmosphere. So yeah, let's head round to the periapsis from here. We can do that at 10,000 times. Except we want to slow that down as we get closer. Okay, so this is slowing us down to, I believe 100 times is the fastest we can do at this kind of altitude. Then 50 times, there we go. So we're near the periapsis now, so let's spin ourselves round. I wonder if the viewing list thing will work for me now. Tell me who's viewing. Oops, come on. Carry on. Round we go. Nope, viewer list still not working. Okay, so here's our periapsis, and again we'll just burn and see where this gets us. I think we'll stop this at about 500 meters, and then we will burn to bring the periapsis in and hopefully land somewhere in the South Pole. There, somewhere like that, and then we'll burn this so that we can hopefully come in under here somewhere like this. Yeah. I mean, it would be better to land equatorial, but who wants to do easy things, eh? If it was easy, it wouldn't be Kerbal. Come on. Right, and again, spin round to our periapsis. And we are now going to be taking a dive into the atmosphere of Duna. I'm going to aim for periapsis of about 10,000, I think, just to be safe. The atmosphere starts at 50,000, so about 10,000 it should be okay, hopefully. We're about to find out. Still got okay fuel. I really do doubt that we will get a launch off of Duna. Okay, 9,000 meters. So hopefully we will come in here, this will slow us down, and we will land somewhere around here, I believe. I mean, it could be a bit further round, but hopefully, yeah, somewhere like that. We have the engines, we have the parachutes to be able to do this. Let's see how we are set up here. We need to, before we head round, we need to transfer the fuel out of these and dump these off. So we're going to transfer from here into these, which is not a lot of fuel for these engines that I have here, but it's really only for an emergency landing at this stage, because liftoff is not very likely. Now 3 guys are looking quite happy for them. Well, 2 of them are. Bob's not looking quite so happy. Okay, so that is all our liquid fuel transferred out of these engines. Let me just check that before I dump off any fuel that we need. Okay, so we can now... What happened there? Okay, there we go. We can stage. To activate these should all be active now. No? Okay, gonna need to activate those. Oh yeah, we manually disabled them. Okay, so they're now all active. That would have been embarrassing. Oh, hang on, these 2 as well. There we go. That one's full actually. Interesting. Yes, Bob does kind of look like he is thinking we're all going to die. Don't worry, Bob. I'm quite confident that that's not the case. I wouldn't want to get your hopes up, but yeah, survival is a distinct possibility. So right, so we're going to dump off these large engines here, these large tanks now. Come on. Oh, that was close. Almost staged too many times there. So there we go. We've dumped those off now. That's given us a bit of extra weight. Let's just wait for them to drift away. A bit of extra weight, a bit less weight, a bit of saved weight. We'll just wait for those to drift away a little bit. Then these parachutes here will help us as we enter the atmosphere. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and we have the engines for backup if we need to. Then we have these to dump off those engines and the those parachutes. But I'm hoping we won't be doing that. I'm hoping that this will be getting us back into orbit. It would be nice if it can. I don't know if they're strong enough, but we will find out. That's all later. Let's not worry too much about what's happening in the distant future. Something's happened to our staging up here, which I don't particularly like the look of. There we go. Move that out of the way. You come down there. There we go. Parachute should always be the last thing to fire. So I think we're going to need to bring in our solar panels, aren't we? Now the problem that we have is that these are active and our solar panels are kind of keeping us alive right now. Let's try retracting them and see. We'll retract a few and see how that affects our electrical charge. No, we're still okay for the moment. Retract a few more. No, okay, it looks like these are going to be okay to retract. Okay. Just to be safe, let's deactivate these for the moment. We can reactivate them later. Oops, not that one. Not that one. Oh, come on. There we go. No. There we go, right, deactivate. They're really tricky to click on those things. Okay, so there we go. This is our lander. And we are going to spin this thing round until it enters the atmosphere and see what happens. Let's keep an eye on those resources as we speed up time. Here we go. We're just about to head into the atmosphere of Duna at 50,000 meters. There it is. Let's slow ourselves down to 1 times. And we should have, here we go, a very close, lots of debris. Nice close view of Duna from here. Let's get another, we can't get another crew report, can we? Can I get out, remove the crew report? I'm in the atmosphere now, aren't I? No, okay, right. Review that data. That was worth 70 science or 21 if we sent it. Let's do on this side, inside the atmosphere. Just in space near Duna. Okay, so let's get an EVA report. In space near Duna. Can I, if I take data and then store the experiments and then board, can I? Haha, I can take another crew report. I found a way to cheat the system. Right, so there we go. Our sunrise coming over Duna now. We've taken a crew report and an EVA report from here, and this goo, that was in space high over, but it's worth the same if we do in space near, so we'll do that on the surface. Let's turn our backside in the direction that we're travelling, because that's always the preferred option when you're heading into the atmosphere, and we are quite far into the atmosphere now. 26,000 metres we are at. Have I already activated these parachutes? In case I haven't, I shall do that now. We'll see what they do for us. I'm hoping the atmosphere will slow us down mostly, but we are at 22,000 metres and we're travelling at a kilometre per second. We're clearly being slowed down because the camera has changed. Yeah, we are slowing down. Let's see how much we get slowed down as we come down to 10,000 metres. Oh look, that's going to be 8,000 metres by the time we get down there. Hopefully 8,000 metres is enough to get over any mountains if we do get down that far. It's very tense moment, guys. Should we have some lights on? Yeah, they don't really do anything. Let's turn those lights off. Here is the Duna Apollo 1 aero braking around Duna. And this is the first time I have ever even attempted a landing on Duna. And I'm doing it live. Whether or not that was a good idea, we will soon find out. I think I might have to speed us up a bit. There's that debris again. Here comes the sun. We are slowly using some of our electrical charge. Would be very nice if we could land on the border between two biomes, because that would be great for surface samples and things. Chances of that happening are quite remote, but it is a possibility. Just coming off our retrograde marker a little bit there. I think the atmosphere, the aerodynamics are probably not that great on this thing. Oh yes, we are. We are going to be landing. So let's get our gear down. Out you come, legs. There they are. And well, our parachutes haven't really made an entrance yet. I'm wondering if we should change the minimum pressure. Might be a bit too late to do that. I'll go minimum pressure 0.1. That will help slow us down, and we'll go for an altitude of, yeah, like 800 metres instead of 500 metres for the final pop. Just in case. There we go. 8,500 metres, guys. We're still travelling pretty fast. I'm wondering if maybe we should burn to slow ourselves down a little bit. Still travelling pretty much horizontally. I can hear the atmosphere now, very, very faintly. faintly. I do not have backup saves. This live stream playthrough has been completely through one save. I have not been doing any quick saving, any quick loading. However, we are coming in pretty fast, aren't we? Come on, parachutes, pop. Come on, parachutes. Come on, parachutes. Come on, parachutes. Okay, I'm burning. Whoa, why are we spinning? Stop spinning. Uh-oh! No! So, parachutes on Duna, absolutely nothing. Why didn't our parachutes fire? Was the atmosphere just not thick enough? They were supposed to fire at an 800-metre radar altitude. Well, I'm afraid we have a rather catastrophic end to our mission to Duna. Technically, the guys did land on Duna, but I don't think this was quite the landing that we had in mind. We're going to head back to the Space Centre as we mourn the loss of Jebediah, Bill and Bob Kerman on their mission to Duna.